the most dangerous things you face, hear me, you swipe up and see it, you watch it on YouTube, they're sitting in your churches, listen, are false prophets, false teachers with false messages who have false authority, who are ravaging the church. You listen to them, you like them, you support them, you read their books and go to their conference, they rotten out your soul. How do you speak blessings to people that dishonor God? This is American preaching. You preach blessings to people that don't respect Christ, like he's a genie in a bottle. I, the Lord said, did not send the prophets, yet they ran. I didn't appoint you, yet you started a church. I didn't send you, yet you put yourself in an office. I did not speak to them, yet they prophesied. But if they had stood in my counsel, then they would have proclaimed my words to my people. If they had a prayer life, you would hear preaching of the scriptures and not preaching of opinions. And they would have turned from their evil way and from their evil deeds. Am I a God at hand, declares the Lord, and not a God far away? He says, listen, and not a God far away? Can a man hide himself in secret places so I cannot see him? That is, they're not going to escape me, declares the Lord. Do I not fill heaven and earth, declares the Lord? Have I heard what the prophets have said, who prophesy lies in my name, saying, I have a dream. How long shall there be lies in the heart of the prophets who prophesy lies and who prophesy deceit with their own heart, who think to make my people forget my name? They exalt their name above Christ, even as their fathers forgot my name. Let the prophet who has a dream tell the dream, but let him who has a word speak my word. How? Faithfully. What straw in common with leaves, declares the Lord? Is not my word like fire, declares the Lord, and like a hammer that breaks the rock in pieces? Therefore, behold, I am against the prophets, declares the Lord, who steal my words from one another. Behold, I am against the prophets, declared the Lord, who use their tongues, and declared the Lord. Behold, I am against the prophecy, who lie in dreams, and declare the Lord, who tell and lead my people astray by their lies and their recklessness, when I did not send them or charge them. So they do not profit this people. They're no good for you. You watch them on YouTube, you go to their conferences, you read their books. This is who Jeremiah is talking about. Listen to what Peter said about them. The apostle Peter in the 1st century AD, he said in 2 Peter chapter 2 verse 1, but false prophets also rose among the people, just as there were false teachers among you, who were secretly bringing destructive heresies, even denying the master who brought them, bringing upon themselves swift destruction. And many will follow their sensuality, and because of their way of truth will be blasphemed. And in their greed, they prophesy for profit. They will exploit you with false words. These people who you see on TikTok, these people who you see on Facebook, new age apostles who try to build churches on Facebook, who have no authority from God, who try to come at real prophets. You have a Facebook church trying to come at real prophets who God has assigned over souls. Your only ministry is alive. No interaction with sheep. Don't smell like sheep. No wounds from sheep. Your only interaction with sheep is across the screen. But these people blaspheme all day. They do not understand. No, that's not enough. Listen to what Jesus said about them in Matthew chapter 7 verse 15. Beware of false prophets who come to you in sheep's clothing. They have Christian lingo, they have Christian antics, they have Christian programs, they write Christian books, they do Christian podcasts, they do Christian conferences. For lack of discernment, we thumb them, like them, support them, listen to them, are led astray by them. Beware of false prophets who come to you in sheep's clothing, but inwardly are ravenous wolves. You will recognize them by their fruit. All throughout the scripture is filled with these kind of warnings from the Old Testament to the New Testament. Why? Because the prophets and the apostles and your Lord knew that this would be the most dangerous threat to the church. When John is writing in the New Testament, he's not warning the people about the devil only. He's telling them, I know when we leave ravenous wolves. They're gonna come in behind us and they're gonna wreak havoc among the flock. And of all the things the Lord could have said to us before he was executed publicly, he took this moment in history to warn his children and all future followers to protect themselves from men like this. He did not use his last public sermon to talk about love. He did not use his last public sermon to talk about grace. Man, he did not use his last public sermon to pronounce blessings. No, this whole chapter 23, his last public sermon, is full of warnings and woes and damnations. The Lord, watch, who called himself the Good Shepherd, used his last public sermon to try to protect those who have ears to hear, to guard your heart from false teachers, false messages, men who have false authority.